We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up and let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, and nothing's gonna break us.
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Falcons going up against the Panthers. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Fighting through. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Here we go!
From midfield now, Boykin. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, there's a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He completes it to Bryant, and he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try and sneak it here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
Were we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing it all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a good quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up the first down.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Okay, Charles, defensive starter time for the Atlanta Falcons.
And let's spotlight Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. So big, so athletic. Many thought they might make him an outside linebacker, but I think they're going to use him as a hybrid. Outside linebacker, strong safety, kind of in the Cam Chancellor mode in Seattle.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devontae Freeman, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. Throwing right, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. They go play action with Boykin. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th with Boykin. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it to Funches complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he is all the way up past the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Boykin on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. On first down, Boykin. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Here we go.
Now Boykin on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some room to maneuver. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be a Carolina first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
What you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go. Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it'll bring up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll set up a throw. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. After the interception, here's Boykin. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Let's go. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Funchess. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And the Falcons grab it.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Now it's Boykin. That is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Let's go. Ohio.
3rd and goal. Boykin. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. The gun. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Check.
Play clock winding down. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. Freeman. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage, and that will force a turnover on downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed.
Super toe.
Second down now after the pass completion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Come on, let's go!
On second down, it's Boykin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Boykin on 1st and 10. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this.
Detroit! Here we go now. Over! No, Jack.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of a Band-Aid.
They'll look to throw. Austin's got it left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. He's back to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now a big kick here for Travis Coons. This to tie things up in the final minute. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Boykin. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Over! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Throwing here, Boykin on first. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go!
Now Boykin on second down. And it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They've got some decisions to make now. In field goal range already. How do you play this out?
You check with your kicker to make sure the spot that he told you that he wants it is still the same as the game has gone on, because sometimes the kickers have to make adjustments. They may all of a sudden become more confident about their range and their spot. They may become less confident about it. Where do you want it, and what is the range that we need to get into for you to kick the one through the post for us to win it?
So this game possibly could end on the foot of the kicker here in overtime.
Here we go now!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
does it.